So we're doing a part 2 in the Doom Report today because there's something I forgot to mention. And it's actually very important. So in the last 3 days, we have had seven major warehouse fires in the U.S. And of course, the one that started it all was the great toilet paper fire that we've all heard about by now. And all of them have been saying, if you'd have just paid us enough to live, your warehouse would still be standing. So my question is this the beginning of the revolution? It could be. Maybe these people didn't handle things properly, but you can't argue that they don't have a point. You look at the average wage in my little county. We'll just take my little county because I know what my little county is. Average wage in my county is $17.62 an hour. That's not good. Not in this economy. 10 years ago, yeah, you could live okay on $17.62 an hour. But 5 years ago, the average home price was $119,000 in my county. And in 2025, it was $389,000. So the average home price is $389,000. The average wage is $17.62 an hour. I can't get that math to work. Not only that, but the rent around here has gotten insane. You used to be able to rent an apartment for $350 to $500. If you wanted to rent a whole house, you were looking $400 to $800, depending on the size and things like that. Now they got studio apartments. Y'all know what a studio apartment is, right? Everything's in one room. You might have a separate bathroom, but other than that, you got one room and a little bathroom. Are $1,500 to $1,800 a month. And of course, nobody can even get one because you have to bring home 3 times the rent in order to qualify. Now, this is kind of a scam because what these people are doing is they're charging you like a $50 application fee to rent their apartment. And I talked to a buddy of mine, and he has 3 apartments up north, and he won't rent them out because he said, I can get about $2,000 a month for these apartments. He said, but if I charge everybody who applies a $50 application fee, he said, I get 100 applications a month. That's $5,000, and there's no wear and tear on my apartment. So renting is becoming a scam. So is this how everybody's going to start standing up? I mean, listen, I'm not advocating that you go burn anything down. I think that's a terrible idea. But I kind of see their point. I'm not going to burn nothing down. But is this how the revolution starts? I don't know. Might be. Seems like it's catching on. And I understand these people's frustrations. I mean, you can't afford housing. You can't afford food. Your medical bills are going up. Your insurance is going up. Your taxes are going up. Gas prices, automobiles. So I looked at a 2026 F-350 at the car lot over here on my way to work. Now, it had a few extra bells and whistles. It wasn't just the old stock version, but it wasn't overly fancy or anything. $169,000. I don't want to live in the thing. That's insane. $169,000 for a farm truck. But we call them farm trucks around here because most of the farmers have an F-350 or a Chevy 3500 or, a Dodge 3500 because you need a big truck like that to do the farm stuff, right? It's insane. But my point is this the beginning of the revolution? You can only kick people so long before they get tired of it. And I think everybody's pretty tired of it. I know I'm tired of it. We just keep cutting back and cutting back and cutting things out until there's nothing left to cut out. And then you're still not making it. Something's got to give. So anyway, guys, just something I wanted to talk about, so I thought I'd do a part 2. Thanks for stopping by again. We'll see y'all on the next one.